to make a peanut butter chocolate mug cake. The ingredients to make a chocolate peanut butter mug cake include milk, canola oil, all-purpose flour, sugar, oatmeal, baking powder, salt, chocolate chips, and creamy peanut butter. What we first do is we get canola spray and we spray our mug. And our mug should hold at least 12 ounces. We'll spray. Alright. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to add 6 tablespoons of milk. I have a little tool here that I can measure, so I'm going to put first 4 tablespoons of milk. I'm going to pour that. And we know 4 plus 2 is going to be 6, so we'll do first 4. And then we'll do 2 tablespoons in this little handy thing. Sometimes it helps to set it down so you can see if it's right. All right, it is 2. So 6 tablespoons of milk. Now what we need is canola oil, or it could be vegetable oil too. And we're going to do 2 tablespoons of that. Next, what we're going to add is some of our dry ingredients. We have 6 tablespoons of flour, and I have a tablespoon here that I'm going to use. Use my finger to level it off, or you can find a knife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 tablespoons of flour. Next we have 3 tablespoons of sugar. So I have my sugar in here. Dip it in. Here's 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of sugar. Next, what we're going to add is oatmeal. So like the dry oatmeal, you can buy it in a big thing like this. It called for the quick, but I only have on hand the old-fashioned type. I think that'll be fine. So we'll just do, it calls for 3 tablespoons of oatmeal. So 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Then we need baking powder. Here's our baking powder here, and this is a half of a teaspoon, excuse me, of baking powder. And I have a little measurement that is a half a teaspoon. It's not a tablespoon, it's a smaller one, the teaspoon. Dip it in, I'll use my finger again. Here we go. And then we need salt. So 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to pour it over here. I don't want to pour it into my container and end up with too much salt. So let's get the salt in. There we go. And then we need to mix. I'm just going to use this to stir. So you can get a regular spoon if you'd like to, but I'm just going to use this to stir. Stir it well. Made a little mess. Make sure the dry ingredients get mixed in real well. You don't want or get down to the bottom. All right. So what we get to do next is we need to add some chocolate chips. And it calls for 2 tablespoons. I think you could use like any kind of chocolate chips on hand. You know, and I might not even have a full 2 tablespoons here. I'll do 1. Let's see if we have 2. I have a dark chocolate chip, but you can choose mini ones or whatever you have on hand. All right. And then we will stir that again. I'm going to find my little stirring thing. Stir. And then this one calls for peanut butter in the middle. If you like peanut butter, this is good. If you really don't care for peanut butter, you may choose to omit it to not add it. But I'm going to get a tablespoon of peanut butter, and this is the creamy. You can do chunky if you have that chunky on hand too. It actually calls to just put it in the middle. So I'm going to just let it go full in the middle. Go trying to get it all out, or as much as I can. Out. Perfect. Okay. Now what we're going to do is put it in the microwave, and it says on high for 2.5 minutes. And I tested it once, and 2.5 minutes was good. If you want to test it at 2 minutes and see if it seems like it's done and a toothpick can come through, it's fine, but I will put it in the microwave for 2 minutes.